One of these days, I might get caught.
We're not doing anything
bad.
like, saying bad words.
No, never. No, that's Chrissy.
Oh, it's so funny. All right. Okay, I cannot even tell you how long I have wanted to know the past life of the Friends cast.
I know, me too.
Because I love that show. I mean, it is so much fun. I always
know a lot about the show.
I can always find a laugh. I've watched the series over and over again.
Yes, I have too.
And whenever I've needed to pick me up,
the best. If you're down, Friends.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Especially the bloopers. They're so funny. Lisa Kudrow is like amazing in the bloopers. Oh my God, her laugh.
Have to watch the bloopers.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. You love Friends too, Tack?
Oh my gosh, they're just so much fun. And it was super cool because we were watching the reunion last night. Mm-hmm. And there was a lot of different people that were sharing these experiences that they're going through in their life that are really hard times. And the Friends was giving them comfort and lifting up their spirits. And also they felt like they had camaraderie. Even though
this one lady was almost, she couldn't finish her little segment because she was crying. Oh. Because she said she didn't have friends in high school. So they were her friends. She would pretend they were her friends.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that cool?
It is.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool because we could see their connection on TV, and we need that for certain things, right?
Yeah.
Whatever it might be.
Exactly.
So I'm really excited to hear about that. And that's going to be at the end of today's show.
Oh man, that one's a different one. Well, it's not different, but it's kind of different.
No, yeah. Kind of like surprising, huh?
Very surprising because I'm like going, what the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So without further ado, we are going to talk about Dharma. And then, of course, just real quick, like, share, and subscribe, please. And all the good stuff we talk about, past lives, and psychic readings, and art. You can find all in the links below.
And our classes.
Events. Evening with Angus, who's on the other side.
And what did you want to bring about Angus?
Oh my gosh! In the last video that we just did, we had a viewer friend, and at the very end, he put that, or she put that they were from
Angus, Texas.
And there's an actual Angus, Texas. I'm like, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's neat.
We thought so.
Yeah. It was exciting to us.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, all right. So first we want to start off with Dharma. Oh, no we don't. Ready?
Let's not get into the meat till we do all our... Okay, ready? We want to do another shout out to Cindy Love.
Yay,
and she is
Cindy.
going to be our caregiver of the month because she's amazing. She's an amazing mother. She takes care of her son and has been taking care of him from the day he was born. He's, has needs. So... She does that, and she's amazing at it. Very selfless. I mean, like most caregivers, right?
Yes.
No complaints. It's out of love.
Yeah.
And it's not an easy job.
I was going to say, what a
My mom did it with my grandmother, and it is challenging. As much as you love the person, it's still challenging because you're trying to, she was trying to have a marriage and kids, and so it's challenging, but it's rewarding too.
What a life chart, huh?
Mm-hmm. Cindy, you're here. Yay.
Oh, that's great. Aw.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here.
Hey. Hi, Roxanne. Yeah. So we wanted to share that with you guys. And then now we can go on to Dharma.
So what the heck is Dharma?
What the heck is Dharma?
Well, we all have Dharma. Don't worry, it's not a bad condition. Just kidding. Okay.
It's not an affliction. Although it could be.
Oh, Melissa.
Hey, Melissa.
Hey, ladies.
God, I screamed that, didn't I?
Yes. Okay. So Dharma is basically, it is your responsibility, but not in a way that's negative, like we have to do it. It's
we signed up for it.
Yeah, it's really cool because as we move through our lives, we find things that we're really passionate about. And it's something that we might not only have just one Dharma either. Mm-hmm. We could be going through our lives and like, let's say, it's animals, like our friend Pam, and she's had lives where she was a
Saint
huge,
Gertrude.
yes, advocate for protecting animals and helping
Sammy.
animals. And so we can have these lifetimes, not just one lifetime, but it carries, it's almost like, I'm not going to say theme, but it's,
Kind of.
yeah, and it carries throughout our lifetimes.
But it has energy around the themes as well, because it all affects each other.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
So it surfaces in our life. I had a life, it was a medieval life, and I opened a shelter for women and children. And there was these different lifetimes where when you have experiences, it's something that you carry with you and you want to do it over here. And it might manifest in another way. I'm not going to open up a mission for women and children in this life, but there might be things like I want to help women with overcoming certain aspects of their experience, right? Like you did when you are going through your own experiences, you'll connect with something.
Right. Like
Now,
Sammy.
I was just going to say, you want to share a little bit about...
We had a trance yesterday, and Sammy was asking Angus what her Dharma was, and it's family. So that was like kind of really interesting, because your mother, her Dharma is... Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay.
I don't know why I'm using real names today. I apologize.
Oh, no, she loves it.
Okay, thank you, Mary.
She loves it. But this is an interesting point that you brought up.
Right.
Because it's not just an aspect of life or a group of people or a cause that could be your Dharma. It could be a person.
Yeah, and her Dharma is her son.
Yeah, exactly. So it's amazing how,
And Dharma is what? Responsibility.
It's responsibility.
Basically, that's all it is.
Yeah.
So you're making that your responsibility in this lifetime.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because it's like, one of the things that Angus was saying, Vera, is that through so many of your lifetimes, you carry an overall theme of healer.
Oh, yeah.
So it's interesting because it's like, I think, okay, you've had this overall theme of healer and you've had these different lives, like in Lemuria when you were getting the trancing and infusion and all these different things, these different lifetimes, then it's like, okay, your Dharma could be helping people through healing through the emotional aspect and information or what have you, right?
Right. Healing comes in all various aspects because we're so varied ourselves, right?
Exactly.
We're so unique.
Yeah. And so it might not be just one way, Like, I mean, I want to help women with this aspect, like say being attacked, right? But then I also want to help men. So it's not like, just women or just men. We all have many dharmas. Like,
so your Dharma is what?
Well, I know one of them is, it's like, I want to help with people that have been attacked, like sexually, because when we have those experiences in our lifetimes.
So sexual abuse is your Dharma.
Well, I don't know if it's exactly like
domestic
that,
abuse
but
or
one of
something.
those types of things. He said that we had like 7 of them, but I don't know all of them. Do you?
Of course I do.
Yeah, but we have to figure it out for ourselves, right? That's why we have a reading. But it's just something that we think about and figure out what they might be.
Exactly.
So it could be a person, it could be an aspect, it could be a mission, what have you.
I know. I feel so bad because right here it says Lou G and her son. And I go, Mary?
Oh, no, she doesn't mind.
I know she doesn't. Yeah. You don't mind, do you, Mary?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you talk about past lives where somebody is caring for somebody. They protected them in this life, and now they're caring for them in this life. So it's like, that's where their Dharma.
Well, that's neat with her mother, right?
Yes.
That's what they did for each other. Hi, Purple Blaze. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. So that's all Dharma is.
Exactly.
And that's why it was last on the poll.
Yeah.
It's not all that exciting, is it? But it can be.
It can be, for
when
sure.
you really find what your Dharma is and you see it's kind of like your purpose. Yeah. Well, our purpose, we all know, is just helping people, but our spark.
Right. And we have these different sparks. And we can help people with them in these different ways.
Right.
So it's just pretty cool. I think it's neat how we can have several.
Yeah.
I mean, 7, like, I want to know what they all are.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, but I'm really convinced that one of yours is helping people through information that connects in their soul.
Yeah.
That knowledge.
Thanks, Christy.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Vera,
Yes.
do you want to do past life birthmark or do you want to do
Oh, birthmark. Yeah, yeah. Oh, we could do the bean turd.
You want to do that first?
Well, it kind of doesn't go with what we're talking about, but I guess we can. We were at a restaurant yesterday,
Well, wait,
which was kind of nice.
Yeah.
Because we haven't been able to go, right?
Should we tell them about the setup, like at home with the bracelet?
Oh my gosh. Yes. Go ahead. You tell them.
Okay, this is really
I'm
cool.
so tired today, you guys.
You've been on Graveyard.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. That joke gets me every time. Okay, so you were working on a bracelet, and this particular bracelet was something that you had given to people that you love and cherish forever.
Right? You and Sammy.
So Vera had made us each one of these particular bracelets, and she was fixing mine. Was it mine? Yeah. Or no, you had it on. You weren't fixing it. It was just on your desk.
It was on the
TV tray.
TV tray that I was working on another bracelet for myself.
Yeah.
That I've been wanting to do forever, and it took me. Well, I still haven't done it. I've had to take that bracelet apart 4 times.
Yeah.
Because either I'm tying it and it just bursts, or I'll trip the tray over and everything goes all over the place, and I have to pick up beads because I was not having a very good day.
Yeah. But see,
But we won't go into that. But my energy was like really at full tilt.
Yeah, and that's the point. It's like
Because I was angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vera was mad at these 2 people that she loves and
So I'm putting
cherishes forever. And so the amazing thing is, though, you didn't touch this bracelet.
No, it was okay. Here's like the TV tray, right? And I had all the Chrissy's bracelets that I was fixing right here. And I mean, admittedly, the one bracelet that we're talking about was kind of right here, and here's like the edge, right? So it was kind of right here. But I was working over here, and I'm thinking about what's transpiring and everything that's going on, and then all of a sudden,
It was flying
it
off.
flew off.
Oh my God.
But it landed like kind of close to where I was, right? So I'm going, oh damn, I must have moved it, and it fell off the thing. I didn't think anything of it. Picked it up, and this time I put it over here, and all the other crystals were right here, so I couldn't, drop it again.
Oh my
On
God.
my mother's grave. Flew off and almost went to the front door.
God.
Didn't break.
Oh.
There was nothing wrong. Everything, it was perfect.
No.
So I'm showing Chrissy afterwards, right? When she got to my house, I'm going, you will not believe what happened. So I was telling her, this bracelet, and I threw it across the room, and she's like going, because I have hardwood floors, right?
Yeah.
And I thought, well, nothing's going to happen to them because they've been thrown across the room twice, and they were perfect.
Right.
Well, I went and picked it up, and I go, Chrissy, and then I put it over here, like I was telling you guys, and then it flew, and I threw it again. This time harder. Beads shattered.
Everywhere,
Oh
yeah.
my God. So it's like, kinetic
That
energy.
is the point of this story, is that Vera has kinetic energy. And this is like, it's not the first time that it's surfaced, but it's just amazing that...
But I have to either be really happy or really mad.
Right.
And then things move.
So we'll make it the positive.
Yes.
With Sammy and I know why...
Aries anger, you're right.
Sammy and I know
For
why you
Sharon.
need to break all your bracelets.
Yeah. Oh, you should have seen the look on her face when I threw it. She just went...
Maybe
I'm like,
I did.
don't worry. It won't break.
Gosh, it's like fascinating.
But it didn't break.
I know.
The first 2 times.
I know, it was like, I don't know, just amazing. It was like your energy threw it, but also protected it.
Yeah, put it like nicely down or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I just thought that was fascinating because it kind of like reminded me of Ghost, when the ghost is channeling the energy to move the object without touching it.
The penny and all that.
Yeah, but it's just like fascinating.
Then we went to a restaurant. That same day, right? And I was trying to scoop a thing of beans, right? Well, it fell out of my mouth and landed in front of me on the table. So I was like, oh man. And I didn't even move it. I just left it there. Right? And then Chrissy was asking for her purse.
And,
so Trexler gave her purse, but she made sure to not let it get dirty.
We all saw that.
Because there was salsa and bean dip right there, right?
And then we looked down.
Then Chrissy moved her purse over to the side. And then I'm like, oh, shoot, it got all over her purse because my bean dip wasn't there anymore. I mean, my bean turd wasn't there anymore, according to Trexler. So I looked over. The bean turd is in front of Chrissy now. You guys, I went like this in front of my plate, where I was sitting. I went like this to see if there was bean turd residue. There's nothing. I don't know how that sucker moved from there to there and not make she had nothing on her purse.
Yeah, I know, that was amazing.
Because I kept making her check. I go, are you sure?
Yes. I find that fascinating.
I move bean turd.
Yeah.
I love it.
So it's just so cool because now that this kinetic energy, it's interesting because last weekend you channeled that towards protecting me and my mom with this other individual by gagging him with this purple gag.
I've never done that before, but that was pretty cool.
And then every time he would try to wrangle out of it. This is psychically. And he would
because when you put purple gag, it works. I mean, people just, if they're not speaking the truth, it's hard for them to get the words out.
And he couldn't talk. All afternoon.
But he kept like squirming out of it. So I thought, okay, Asna, what do I do? What do I do? Then I go, okay, if he keeps trying to squirm out of it, it's the purple gas is going to tighten around his neck and he's not going to be able to speak.
And of course, it doesn't hurt.
But I said, not to physically hurt him or anything, but to make sure he doesn't squirm out of the situation.
And say all these things that are really negative.
Yeah.
And
or not true.
Not true. Because it was a gathering.
I had to do it twice.
That's amazing.
Because he was like,
it worked.
And he's lost light.
Because usually he's just really horrible.
Yeah.
And he was with people that, he's just usually pretty bad.
Yeah.
And this time it was like he could not talk.
No.
I couldn't believe it.
Because I could. He couldn't talk. He wasn't speaking the truth, so it couldn't come out. Yeah.
I was like amazed.
That's why it really works on teenagers. Like when you want them to be good kind of thing. And it works for yourself too. You put purple gag around yourself so you speak the truth as well, and not just the other person.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It was just a very amazing
and lost light, that's why I did it. It's not like
a positive person.
Right. Yeah. A positive person would have been squirming out anyway, but yeah. All right.
Okay, so Vera, would you like to do Friends Cast?
Let's save that for last.
Okay. Birthmark?
Yeah.
All right. So, Birthmark today is Samrudhi's birthmark. 9125 Samrudhi is asking, I have a heart-shaped birthmark on my right hand on my wrist.
Okay. And what I got for you, Samrudhi, is that you were a concert pianist. You were actually a savant and you were blind, but you were able to, and his mother, amazing woman. Amazing. The father left because he was kind of funny looking. It was because of the eyesight. That's why. I mean, I shouldn't say funny looking, but to the husband.
To him, he wanted like perfection or something, right? Whatever that's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Got you.
So, but the mother, oh my God, the love and just the nurturing. And so she was always playing music for him. And then she noticed that he was doing this, but there was no piano.
Wow.
So she's going like, well, so she got him a piano, and anything you heard, you were able to play, like as if you knew the score, you knew the notes, you knew everything.
Wow!
And it was you'd only had to hear it once, and played the whole thing.
Oh my gosh!
Amazing!
Brilliant.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But, was not very good with interacting with people kind of thing. But that's what he had his mom for, right?
Oh.
And he was able to, you could see the joy in your face when you were playing. You were just like smiling and you could feel the energy in it. It was so cool. So, and you played from your soul, like kind of, you could tell. So, and eventually there was so much stuff going on and people started hearing about, because it was a little village, right? And, but Vienna?
Vienna.
That's what I
yes,
said, Vienna.
yes. in
But
Italy.
eventually played, because the mother started traveling with him, and eventually he played for a king.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty accomplished.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any higher than the king, right?
No, right. I don't know if they had kings in Italy, but maybe they went to
Right,
some other
around.
country or something. Yeah, yeah. So kudos to you. And
Wow.
what you wanted to remember from that birthmark is that you create with your heart and you believe it in your soul. So that's the memory that you want to remember from that.
Motto of the day.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're all going to make a little memo. Have it to someone
Yeah,
here or something.
exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. Create from the heart and believe in your soul.
Yeah. So that's what you want to remember. So that's very cool.
That's nice.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Wow. We're just
Okay, now
all
friends.
kinds of
Oh my
stuff
God.
today. This is a grab bag of amazing information.
Yeah.
Because I can't wait to hear about Friends Past Life.
When I got it, I'm going like, oh my God. Okay, anyway, this is what I got. They were in Jesus' life.
Really?
Yes. And I know a lot of them are of the Jewish faith, but they were there.
Wow.
They were all together, the 6 of them. And they were all related in some way, either by marriage or by blood, right?
Wow. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, no wonder they love each other so,
So
much.
much.
I mean, you watch them.
And the one with Jennifer and Ross. Did I say Jennifer and Ross?
Jennifer and David?
David. Schwimmer, yeah.
Yeah.
They were married.
I was wondering. Like when
And
you,
it's kind of obvious, right? So it's not that much of a revelation.
Gosh.
But
I
they
think
were,
it
yeah,
is.
yeah. And it was
Aw.
Courtney that got them all to start following Jesus. Okay? And she was the eldest of the group. And she was their aunt, either in law or by blood, right? So Jennifer and Lisa were sisters. And then, so she was married, Jennifer was married to Ross. Sorry. Just like their names. And then Lisa had the most magnificent voice. She had kind of like an opera type
Wow.
voice. And she would entertain the crowd
Oh
before
my
Jesus
gosh.
or in your intermission, you know, not that it was a show, but you know.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Like, I love that.
Yeah, and she didn't have like guitar, but it was like a kind of
Like a
round
type
thing,
of a thing, yeah.
but it had strings.
I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. I
So
don't know the
she would
name,
entertain the
but
crowd.
That's super cool.
What else? Matthew Perry. Because you know it was precarious to follow Jesus around at that time. Maybe not at the beginning, but when he started gaining popularity and all that stuff, right? Smelly cat. I thought of that too.
Yeah.
So Matthew Perry would get them out of like really dire situations with his wit.
Oh my gosh.
He got them out of so much trouble they could have gotten because the Roman soldiers and all that. But he had a way about him that he could talk an Eskimo into buying ice.
Oh my god.
Right?
He is just so naturally funny.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. It was just
He is just so funny because we were watching the reunion and the people that cast him were saying they were going to cast somebody else, but his wit, like he makes lines that aren't funny, just like so funny.
Yeah, and Joey was the youngest.
Really?
Yeah, but he was like a brother to Jennifer, and Courtney was the nephew.
Oh.
And he would bug the heck out of Courtney. I don't know if he does it in this lifetime, but he was always doing stuff to where she would sometimes chase him and want to beat him because he was annoying. But he was
that's so
cute.
funny.
You know, he was doing it out of love, but I'm sure it was kind of boring hanging around a bunch of older people, right?
Right.
So, yeah. So he made his own fun on that one too. Yeah, so that's when I first got it, I was telling Chrissy, I don't know if I could say this, but that's what I got. So I stand by it. Yeah, so it was pretty cool.
I love it. I
And
think
then
it makes so much sense.
what they're supposed to remember when they're with each other is like family is everything. I mean, if you see the way that they would look at each other during the reunion, even during like the between the scene things that they would show, there was so much love there. It's just amazing.
No, you can just see it.
Yeah.
I mean, you feel it, but you can visibly see it.
Yeah.
Like what you just said.
Yeah. But of course, they're in life now, so it's kind of like dissipated. But still, it was pretty cool.
I could really picture them there, though.
Yeah.
That's neat. Oh,
Yeah.
I love it. Well, that was really awesome.
Smelly cat, smelly cat.
Yeah, it's just so cool how, I mean, she sang in this life, and I mean, even though it was the character on the show.
Very cool, Purple Blaze. He's kinetic too. It used to bend when you tried to put a key in the door.
Oh my gosh,
That's awesome.
how fascinating.
Yeah, good idea. Roxanne, I did put it away. I thought, well, I'll try later.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Wow, that is really cool. Well, Vera, I'm so happy that you were
Secret sharing
able to,
too.
that you shared this with us, because that's cool.
Yeah.
I've always wondered about them.
Because first I was going, God, how am I going to get individual past lives for all of them? And then it just went, Jesus life. I'm going, oh my God.
I know. I find it fascinating with Jennifer Aniston and David, how they had that crush on each other in this life. And God, it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
This is so cool.
Yeah. I thought it was cool too.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Answers revealed, huh? Very cool.
So that's about it, guys.
Wow, that's interesting.
Well, yeah, it wasn't a good ending for Matthew. And that kind of has like an impact in this lifetime because he was like crushed. I don't know if this is something that they did back then or...
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah, they would put this, like, tie them down and they would put this heavy thing on them.
I remember you saying something about this type of...
But I don't know if they did it way back then. I know they did that as a... Wasn't that a witch thing? In the in the Inquisition times?
Maybe it was so popular they did it then too.
I don't know, but it was not fun.
Oh.
So that, any type of bone injury, like not just bone, but the pain that he got from, that was brought in and it exasperated. I can't speak right now. I'm so excited.
Exasperated. Yeah. We knew what you meant.
In this lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
But he was amazing. He was brave. I mean, oh my gosh, he did so much for them, but until he couldn't and then got caught. But the other ones got away.
God, look at how much he did.
For them.
Yeah, keeping them safe as long as he could with
yep.
his wit. Oh my
What?
gosh, I forgot about this, but last night when we were watching the show, he said that whenever he was doing a filming with the live studio audience, if he didn't get laughs, he would freak
die.
out. He would get so much anxiety.
He said he wanted to die, yeah. He goes, it was every night. And they were like going,
God,
you felt that every night? He goes, yes, I felt like I was going to die.
No wonder. He had so much anxiety if he didn't make them laugh because they were going to get killed.
Yeah.
Wow, that
and
is
eventually
amazing.
he did. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is amazing connect. Good job, Vera.
Well, you made that connect.
I'm impressed.
But yeah,
Cool.
that's huge in this lifetime for him.
And Purple Blaze, later on you can tune into our podcast and we'll do our Tarot Crystal Angel
Right.
on the podcast.
Right.
You can find that on our website in the links below.
Oh, he wasn't drunk. He's not doing well. He had to go, he's done rehab and all that stuff. It's just the effects of the opiate that he was addicted to. So I think it kind of got to him. But I don't believe he was drunk. He might have, it's just the after effects. Yeah. And then you could tell he couldn't speak that well. He wasn't able to get things out quickly.
Right.
Yeah. But that's all that abuse, And it's something that he got while filming because he got hurt.
I did not realize that.
Mm-hmm. He hurt his back.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh God, that's awful. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know. Me too.
glad we're here now.
Yes. And no one does that to people
we
now.
can work on that
Yeah.
cell memory
Yeah.
and release that.
The things people think about that they could do to other people is just boggles my mind sometimes.
Exactly. And that's where, it's an amazing opportunity for us to be able to help people pick up the pieces.
Right. Right.
Because it's negative and everything that this world can be, what happens here, then it's light and amazing and positive and beautiful that things can be too.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So Vera, any last words?
Journey with us.